When Red Notice premiered on Netflix, it was so big that it managed to break a new Netflix record of being the most watched movie on its opening day. The Netflix original action comedy has an incredible cast with the perfect storyline involving two thieves and an FBI agent coming together for a heist. Now, given that it ended with a plot twist, we do expect another movie, but will it happen? Let's take a first look into Red Notice 2 and find out everything about the second movie.
Relax, it's fine. He knows what he's doing.
Storyline. The movie follows Agent John Hartley, played by Dwayne Johnson, and two of the best thieves in the world, Nolan Booth and the Bishop, played by Ryan Reynolds and Gal Gadot. The movie starts with Hartley catching Booth in the act and arresting him for stealing, but little did he know that the Bishop will frame the agent for stealing one of the three invaluable eggs believed to have belonged to Cleopatra. While in jail, the agent and Booth meet and come up with a plan to put a stop to the Bishop and retrieve the eggs. After the dangerous escape from the jail, the two went into a life-threatening adventure that would lead them to numerous fights, torture, and even a chase by a bull. In the end, the movie reveals the ultimate plot twist, revealing that Hartley isn't an agent, but in fact, he's the Bishop's longtime partner, and the two of them betray Booth by selling the eggs for a shocking $300 million without giving Booth a cut of the price. However, another twist awaits them when Booth ambushes them on a yacht and reveals that he has told Interpol about the movie and they have frozen their assets. He then proposes a new challenge that is double the payout that the heist they just did.
You're right. I'm the bad guy. Now shut up and give me the bag before I shoot you in the mouth.
I'm gonna give this to you.
Will there be a Red Notice 2? After the movie broke Netflix and became the most watched movie in just one day, viewers all around the world were talking about the release of a sequel for this incredible movie. The director of the movie, Rawson Marshall Thurber, says that he would absolutely be interested in doing another movie. According to him, there's already a talk going on with Netflix about Red Notice 2, however, there isn't a script in the works just yet. Given how popular it got overnight, we do expect to see another one soon. Even though Netflix still hasn't given the green light about Red Notice 2, it seems like the streamer is interested in what this movie has to offer. The director, on the other hand, is having thoughts on how the story should go on if the sequel happens. Officially, he hasn't started a script, as we said, but we can all daydream about things that should happen, right? Throughout the years, Netflix has increased its interest in making its film franchises, so it's pretty much obvious that this action-packed comedy will get a sequel. We don't like to jump to a conclusion just yet, but with a cast such as Dwayne Johnson, known as The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot, a second movie should be a done deal.
Guys, Deadpool is not a cop. This man is not a cop.
Release date. Now, since we don't have an exact confirmation from Netflix about whether or not this movie is happening, when it comes to a release date, all we can do is speculate. When it comes to a big-budget action movie like this, it's hard to predict when it might premiere since there are a few factors to consider. As with other sequels that arrived on Netflix, we can tell that it usually takes the streamer about 2 years between each movie, so that means there's not a chance we'll get to see Red Notice 2 in 2022. The earliest we could expect this movie is 2023, and that is if the movie gets confirmed in early 2022. That way, production can begin throughout 2022 and maybe early 2023, and then by November of 2023, we could potentially see a brand new Red Notice movie. Another factor that should come very highly into consideration is the schedule of the actors. The movie has 3 A-listers actors who have so many projects in the works, which would leave them with almost no time for filming another movie. All of this could prolong the release date of the movie, so if you ask us, we do believe that the sequel could land on Netflix somewhere in 2024.
Tomboy, this is Agent John Hartley of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. It's a funny story.
Cast. Could you imagine a more perfect cast than the one in Red Notice? The great combination of action, seriousness, and comedy in the movie come from the actors themselves, so when it comes to Red Notice 2, we'll keep our fingers crossed that they will bring back the same cast members. If not, the movie will be the complete opposite of what it already is. The first actor we expect to make a comeback is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson in his role as a pretend FBI agent, John Hartley, who turns out to be the Bishop's long-term partner, both in crime and in love. Knowing all this, we don't even know if Hartley is his real name, so that could be an interesting thing to explore in the sequel. Another factor that will come back for the second movie is Ryan Reynolds in the role of Nolan Booth, the second best thief in the world after the Bishop. Just like many of Reynolds' roles, this one doesn't go far from being a sarcastic and comedy genius. Booth might be annoying and getting on Hartley's nerves, but without him, the entire heist wouldn't be possible. And lastly, we have Gal Gadot in the role of the Bishop, or the best thief in the world. We have yet to learn more about this character, such as her name for example, but also more about her past and her relationship with Hartley.
We've got a party crasher.
What will happen? Now, we can get into the fun part, what will happen in Red Notice 2. Well, the first movie ended off on a plot twist with Booth freezing Hartley and the Bishop's accounts and proposing a new job for them, a new heist that will be double the price and will be far more dangerous and exciting than the previous one. Also, he mentions that it's a 3-person job, but Hartley doesn't seem interested up until the Bishop agrees to his heist, and it's later revealed that Booth plans to steal from the Louvre Museum in Paris. With this last scene, there were a lot of unanswered questions from the viewers, such as could he even get into the Louvre Museum without security noticing them? Booth and Hartley did escape from jail and the police are probably looking for them. Another question is, what will they steal? We do believe that in the new movie, we'll get to see the entire heist from the Louvre Museum and see if the 3 of them can trust each other enough to go through the heist without killing each other in the process. It can be tricky to put the 3 thieves together. The sequel could, however, pick up from the fallout of the heist, and we can guarantee it will be just as incredible and plot twisting as the first one was.
The egg.
Yeah. That gun is soaking wet. There's no way in hell. I'm not a Navy SEAL.
2 sequels? Okay, before we get too excited, no, there aren't 2 sequels going on yet. Director Rawson Marshall Thurber said that he would like to turn the story into a trilogy and believes that the story would be best told by doing 3 movies. Also, he wants to film 2 sequels back to back, and when he spoke about Red Notice 2, he said that it's a real possibility, and if there was a second movie coming, a 3rd installment would also be possible. He also said that because it's a huge production and a lot of money is involved, they should do both parts 2 and 3 together since they would only have to mount the setup only once and use the same things for both movies, without spending a load of money just on the set. So far, it only remains for us to watch and see whether a sequel will happen. Could 2 movies be filmed at the same time? Could we get both of them at the same time? Well, that seems unlikely, but you never know. Either way, we have high hopes that Netflix will put a green light on Red Notice 2, and this time in 2023, we'll have the movie on Netflix or maybe 2 sequels.
Are you sure you don't want to flip this one? I got a guy.
Let me save you the trouble.
On a related note, we wanted to know, what do you think will happen in Red Notice 2? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.
There's a new score. Double the payout, triple the challenge, plus, here's the best part. It's a 3-thief job.